and welcome back. This is the wee project I was working on the other day. As you can see, it holds two of these type candles. It's quite large in size, and it's a wee witch's shoe. I don't claim this as my idea. This has been in the go on the internet for years and years. It's 6.5 inches long. Yep, 6.5 long, and it is about 3.5 deep by 1.5 across the top. These have been on the go for years and years. Whatever search engine you use, whether it be Google or Mozilla, Firefox, whatever you use, just type in witch's shoe template or witch's shoe gift box template. I'm going to take that out of there and then I'm going to put you up the top because I hate doing this one-handed thing. Okay. There you go. Now I got this pattern. You print off the patterns, there's loads and loads of free patterns. I'll give you a wee kind of better look there. You can see the shape, you can even see the shape of the shoe there. They're quite good. Lined in the inside. And my wee bow. That was that bow die I bought. I showed you the other day, remember? Let me take this away and I'll show you the dies that I've used. I used this one here. A lot of people have these. There's 3 different sizes to this. And 3 different sizes to the tails. That's the one that I used on the back there. I've only used 2 of the bows and the middle size. That's the middle and the smallest, and that's the middle size tails. So that's what I used for that bow there. And I used this die that I got the other day, remember? Oh, I got 2 new dies this morning. I need to show you. That one there, I got that the other day, if you remember. That's the one that I've put in the front, and I've secured that with a wee brad. I had wee flower brads, I've had them for years and years. So I've done that. And that paper there is from a paper pack. I'm sure this was Rhonda Lee, possibly, that sent me this. And ladies, in case you didn't see my comment, Leslie Bromfield, I think it is, because it's not got a double O. Leslie Bromfield, who's commented on one of my last videos, has said that Thompson's, T-O-M-P-S-O-N-S, thompsonscrafts.co.uk does Halloween paper pads and Halloween embellishments, you know, the sticker packs, chipboard, etc, etc. I went on last night and had a look, and they're like the Hocus Pocus American one, Pebbles is American one. I think they've got 3 or 4 different sets of things, and they're quite reasonably priced. So if you're looking for it, look in there. But also, I actually sent a message to Alina Crafts, who is part of AliExpress. They do videos on here for their new releases every month, and I sent them a message and said, could you do some Halloween paper pads and embellishments, because they were on showing their Christmas ones. And I said, Halloween ones are very hard to get, and they messaged me back and said, thank you very much for your interest, and it's a great suggestion. They've got some Halloween stuff coming in sale next month. So if you use AliExpress, keep your eye out on Alina Crafts. I'll show you one of their wee bags because I got some stuff delivered the other day, and then I'll get back to showing you that template. Oh, I've maybe already taken it away, I think. Oh. I think I have. Oh, help me hope. Look back my videos, folks. Oh, here we go. I don't think I'd taken this one out yet. That's who you're looking for. They said they're going to be doing Halloween releases next month. And I did say I've got plenty of dies because I've got hundreds of dies for Halloween and that. It was more the paper pad and embellishment side that I was looking for. Right, this is the actual shoe die here, and this is the lining for inside the shoe. Okay, it goes like that. Now when I was building it up, I didn't put that on my paper pad. I cut it in separate bits to try and get it onto an A6 piece. But I then put them together like that on the back. See that? And I double-sided taped them together, both sides, and it just slips into the shoe just perfect. Now, can you see that? Because my writing is not the best. It's www.ellenhudson.com. Now this is where I get this dye from. I get this, as you can see, it's well loved, well worn. We've used this for quite a few years. As I say, actually we used it at the church craft things as well. But for the school, because see for the teachers, you can take these candles out, because we don't like to sell candle things or give candles away. And you can put some pencils, some pens, some rulers, you know, it holds all different things. And we do that for the adults because that's more of an adult treat, I would say, or an adult's gift box, whatever. So we do them, and there's a bit more work involved in them rather than the kids' ones. But as I say, I've had this pattern for years. I just printed it out onto cardstock. I think that's about 260 cardstock. And where the score lines are, I put wee nicks there, you know, like you would do for a sewing pattern. Can you see that? For a sewing pattern, I would put my wee nicks in there, like that. And for this bit, this is a wee hint as well. For that bit, I would cut that into wee slices, because it actually goes, let me see, that's the shape of the shoe, right? This goes in a bent shape up in the inside of the shoe. So what I do is I cut that and slice it, all these wee bits, it's easier to fit, and then I'll put my red liner tape up here and I stop there, and I go like that, and I follow the pattern of the heel on the inside there. I follow that, and then this top edge goes to your crease at the back of your shoe, right? So it leaves, you're not putting any tape on the actual heel shape, right? So once I get to that bit there, I then fold this over, and I put double-sided tape, my red liner tape, along the top there, just so that it's easier, because you're just basically going and sticking it. And I found that a lot easier. And it taken quite a wee while for me to work that out, because sometimes I'm not the brightest or the sharpest knife in the drawer. But anyway, there you maybe see that writing a bit better. That's the one I showed you, isn't it? And you know, you know, understand that one. But that's where I get my template from. As I say, I don't know whether she's still doing it or no. This might be one of the later ones that I had to print out at the school. So, right, that's that. Dies. I got this wee die this morning. And do you know something? I only ordered that. What date's this? Is the 20... No, it's no. Is it the 20th? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I only ordered this about a week ago. Maybe 8 days ago. And it's actually a sewing die. You see that? I bought it again from AliExpress. So, but I don't think it's a generic one. It's not a company one. I'm sure it's not. I haven't seen anybody doing it. And it's cut out and felt. And this wee bit, obviously this is done in whatever colour you want. Yellow or whatever. I think it was brown, like a Christmas pudding, in the shop. And this bit here was cut out in white, so that goes on like icing in the top. And then obviously your wee feather, your wee leaves and your berries. So, and that was $1.89 or $1.98. $1.80 maybe. Do you know something? See if you want prices and things like that, you're going to have to let me know, because I really don't look them up before I come on air. I just come on here and rattle away, and I don't think that you might want the prices. Now, if you remember a couple of weeks ago, I showed you I had bought Mylar sheets as well to make stencils, my own stencils, and I've got one here that I showed you. Remember I done the butterflies? I cut the butterflies out because it was the only thing that I had sitting at the time. There's some of the Indian things I was talking about as well. See what I mean? I'm going away in a wee tangent. I bought that. Now it's no a bad size. I thought it would maybe have been a wee bit bigger. But if you cut that 2 or 3 times on a sheet piece of card, then it would make a good stencil. That is 4 inches by 1 3/4 at its widest. Oh, do you know if I brought my iPad over, I'd be able to tell you. Anyway, it wasn't £2, it was £1 odd. Right, magazines folks. I haven't bought magazines for a wee while. The last magazines I got, my family had got them because I wasn't feeling very well, but I'm feeling good just now, so I'm getting in there and getting some videos done. This is the August 185, issue 185 of Card Making and Paper Crafts. All I've done is take them out the pokes because I noticed in the last video there was a lot of rustling. This is the freebie set that you get with this one. It's part of the Be Happy range from Dovecraft. Now remember, they're doing the Be Happy range in the Range store. The shop called the Range. The wee bee. And I've got the wee bee, and I've got a honeycomb die as well. And I've got the wee hive die, and I've got bee dies, and I've got other bee dies coming as well. I've got 4 wee bee dies coming that I paid 80p for 4 of them. Anyway, that's the freebie with it, and you get a couple of sheets of paper as well. Let me open it and show you, and I hate this rustling. I was determined I wasn't going to open them. But you might be right into this range. I've got a friend that keeps bees, and she gives me some beeswax and things for my products. So I tend to make her bee things. Right, here we go. Bees, honeycomb, Be Happy, and flowers. That's the 4 papers you get with it. And again, there's freebies in the inside here. Time for tea, blah blah, other papers. You can see that there. And again, there'll be loads of ideas and things to do and ideas of things to make. Maybe one of these days I'll actually sit and make things out of these magazines. That's honky-dory stuff, I'm sure it is. And if it isn't, it looks awful like it. Aye, honky-dory, from Honky Dory Crafts. Yeah, I know that's what it was. Anyway, that one is $6.99. Loads of wee ideas and the free set, as I said. And a lot of times in these magazines you get additional digital downloads if you want digital downloads. This one here is the Paper Crafter, and it's issue 123. It's $7.99 in the UK. It gives you 159 card ideas inside, so let's make cards. Paper cutting for beginner, digital die cutting mastered, and this is the freebies that I got. It's the big fairy die, which is no bad size. I've got loads of fairy dies, and I bought all the ones for the range, remember. That's 3 inches by 2 inches, so it's no bad size for a freebie. And then you've got You Are Magical, a wee dandelion, or a wee clockhead, whatever you want to call that one. Grass, you know, this bit down here, a wee flutterfly, some stars, and a wee dragonfly. Make special cards tonight, and obviously it gives, there's an advert on the back for a store. But again, this has got free papers on the inside, see that there, lots of loves and selfies, and the London bus and the tower and things like that, travel, Paris, and there it gives you all the wee ideas to go with them. See that, there you go. Bugs and Kisses, I've got that stamp set outside, Bugs and Kisses. Oh, it's not a lawn phone one. It is a branded one because I bought it in the States a few years ago. Lavina stamps, see that? I love all that kind of thing. And I love that die, but everybody was using it. It was used to death. I was sick seeing it. See, look, there's your wee silhouette cards. They're very popular at the minute, the silhouette cards. And sometimes I think it's about all you can do with fairies. Anyway, that was that one. This one here is the Paper Crafter. $7.99 and it's issue 122. It's got 167 genuine cards and hacks. Let's make cards. Test out new skills. Box card made by you. And DIY toppers with your masterclass. Here's the freebies in this one. This is a huge stamp set, as you can see. It's well bigger than A4. Let's just see how big it is. Well, it's almost your 12 inches long. And I would say the stamps cover about 8 inches. So it's a good old stamp set. It's got enjoy, hello, smile, blossom, hello beautiful, thinking of you, just for you, with love. I actually like the way that they're inside the wee frame. Loads of different styles of butterflies and flowers, and you've got the big butterfly die in the centre there, which actually isn't a bad size as well. That's 2 1/4 by about 2, just over 2. This is quite a thick magazine, this one. Got loads of wee ideas and things. And I'm sure this one here, oh look at all the free papers swimming. Let's have a look because I've missed most of the free papers. Birthday fishes. Now one of the stamp sets before had birthday fishes sentiment on it. Yeah, beach towels and waves and swimmers and waves, palm trees and deck chairs and swimsuits, and then it gives you the ideas obviously how to use them. Now if you bought the nautical theme dies in the range, that would go fantastic with that, and I'm sure there'll be a digital download with that for you to download more of the papers. Here's loads of wee things, ideas on what to make and do. That's things that they're making with that actual stamp set that they're giving you. I've got a wee sore throat today. Right, and this is always my favourite magazine. I don't know why, I just love it. I love it to bits. This is issue 58 of Creative Stamping, the UK's #1 stamping magazine. 107 stamping ideas for you to try, and as usual you get your stamp set. Now a lot of people think when they go like that, oh, Sheena Douglas stamps, or it's no a full sheet of Sheena Douglas stamps. Whatever artist is featured, you only get a wee corner of the feature artist in the top. It was the same with the mermaid ones. Everybody's like, oh, Sheena Douglas stamps. They thought all the sea ones all round about were all Sheena Douglas, and it wasn't. It was like the mermaid and the waves, and there was something else up in the top corner. I used that quite a lot. I've used it quite a lot for my Coastwatch dies, cards and gift boxes and things like that I've done. This is quite a good set. See that? It's got clouds, and I love birds. Look at this, I've got even wee birds just taped to my table. I don't think you can have enough wee birds, to be honest. And then it says, be strong, be beautiful, be you. On your retirement, special day, thinking of you. Have a monumental birthday, best wishes. See the beauty in everything, which I quite agree with. Happy birthday, and with deepest sympathy. We've just had cause this week to do our deepest sympathy, and actually at this minute in time, my other half's away to the funeral. It's a colleague that he'd worked with for 20 odd years. Anyway, there's some ideas. I like this magazine because the other magazines only give you maybe half a dozen ideas of what to do with the products, and then there's a lot of advertising and a lot of carrying on, showing you different products and different things. In this, there is a lot of ideas on what to do with their free products. They kind of concentrate on their own product that they've been issued free. You know, they do other things. Look, I've just bought that die. So I have a meeting it coming. Oh, and you know what? You get free inks with this as well. Let me see, because I got it here. Every month for the last 3 months, you've got a different ink. This says the, but I'm sure it's French for tea. And they done a green one and a sandy coloured one when it was all the elephants and the jaguars and the jungle animals, or the African plain animals it was. So I've had 3 or 4 ink pads off them. Obviously they're trying to introduce this range. Oh my, look. You used to do cards like that years ago, where you put your inches on them. You used to put your card down, stamp your image on it, and then cut it into 9s was always a kind of favourite number. Because it's 3 and 3, obviously it's pleasing to the eye. And they used to be called inches. Used to do them in inches, and I'd done jewellery and domino things and things like that. And then people went into using the Scrabble tiles, if you remember that craze as well. But look, see what I mean? They give you a load, and they're all different ideas. These ones here are obviously based on an inking technique, where you're getting your sunset and you're setting in the background, and you know, like your sunset with the statue in the front, things like that. So they're obviously based in the inking side of it. Now there you go, you've got your marbling. Use alcohol ink with hand sanitizer. Squirt hand sanitizer. How many minutes am I at my way? Over. Oh, I am. Right, okay, I'm going to give you a wee quick kick over at this. If you want to know more about the hand sanitizer, drop me a line and I'll talk you through it, talk you through what it says. Thank you very much for watching, folks. Have a good day, have a good weekend. It's almost the weekend. Happy crafting. Give it a go, have a wee look and see if you can find a template. There's hundreds of them out there. There's witches' boots as well. Right, okay. Adios amigos, and I'll see you later. Bye.